queen, well, perhaps you're gay. Is there a point to all these fancy clothes? With all these buckles from your head down to your toes? It's very simple, but I'm just another girl. It's not so easy, but I'm giving it a whirl. Is there something that you're trying to prove? With all the makeup and the way you move, are you looking for some sympathy? No, I'm trying to be the best girl I can be. It's very simple, but I'm just another girl. It's not so easy, but I'm giving it a whirl. Like my martinis dry, cosmos I won't deny. Smoke those long cigarettes. Thank God I'm not dead yet. Done all these crazy things, short of a wedding ring. Just another girl.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Callista Soul, and you're watching nlcTrans. Tonight I'm here with my dear friend and usual co-host, Tara Alexander. We also have one of our former co-hosts who is coming back to join us now, Stacy Dozier, who is a member of our organization and very dear to our hearts. Anyway, before we get started, I wanted to just say thank you to Mitchell College and Professor Tara Broccoli and all the wonderful students who came out last night for our little talk, which was our second annual presentation at Mitchell College, and it was a lot of fun. It's always fun there. The students are great, and in fact, I think I've talked a couple of them into coming back on the show. So it's going to be fun.
And if any of you are watching, your show is now up on the web.
It is.
Yes, that happened this afternoon.
Very, very good. I was asked about that last night.
I know.
Anyway, great place, Mitchell College, and we always have a good time there.
Yep.
So it was really a wonderful thing.
And every year, at least one person gets a parking ticket.
Yeah. This year it was Leo.
It was Leo.
Leo got a parking ticket, but that's okay.
He didn't realize it till he's getting ready to drive out of the driveway, though.
So, but we'll get it fixed.
We have to get that fixed.
We have an inn at the college, so we'll get that fixed. But anyway, it was a great time, and thank you so much, Tara.
$55.
$55.
$55 for parking.
Wow.
Was the ticket. So
Wow.
I'm sorry, all the kids at Mitchell College, if you guys get tickets like that.
Yeah. Anyway, but it was a good time, and so we will be doing that again, hopefully next year, which will be really very cool. But we also did recently Eastern Connecticut and UConn, and in fact, Samantha Gomes, who is with UConn, is going to be on our show on December 2nd, which is really very cool. So, and next week is a must tune in, because next week we have Kate Raimondi and Sandy Brindamore of the Alliance for Living will be with us, which is going to be great. They're going to talk about their programs for Thanksgiving and Christmas, which are really very wonderful, wonderful things. So please join us next week. Please join us every week. But especially next week is going to be really good.
And the other big event that's coming up is this Sunday.
Right.
The roller skate fundraiser for PFLAG of Southeastern Connecticut. Sunday, 5 to 7 at the Galaxy Roller Rink in Groton. $10 gets you in, includes a pair of skates, and all the proceeds go to help the parents, friends, and families of lesbians, gay and gays, and bisexuals and transgender chapter here in Southeastern Connecticut.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's a good cause, and it's always fun at the Galaxy.
It's always fun.
We will be there. We will be there having a good time.
And if you think you're afraid of falling down, you have to understand you will certainly not be the only person there falling down.
Yeah.
We've roped a lot of people into coming.
Yeah. Falling down is not so bad most of the time.
They teach you how to get up.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done my fair share of falling on my face.
And being knocked on your back.
Yeah. That was an unfortunate thing. But we won't talk about that. That wasn't my fault. Somebody it's the big guy ran into the back of me and spun me around and I fell on my head. But it was interesting. Anyway, things happen. But it's a fun time. And so please come. And it's a good cause, PFLAG.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And you'll have to forgive my voice. I'm still suffering from my mold spores or whatever it is. So this time of year, it'll get better eventually. Once everything's dead. But
we're getting there. There's not many leaves left on the trees.
Yeah. I think it's mold because it's this time, every year this time, when the leaves fall down, everything gets wet.
Right. There's a great fungal bloom in this part of the country.
It seems that way, and I don't, the spring is no big deal, but the fall I always get it, so it's like,
right.
I'm pretty sure it's mold.
Yeah, I have seasonal allergies, and I get them in the spring and the fall, but they definitely are different reactions.
Yeah. Anyway, so forgive my awful voice, I'm sorry. Anyway, you have some, I would read things to you, but I forgot my glasses, like the kitten, the three little kittens, and losing their mittens. I can't ever manage to hold on to my glasses, so I've lost my glasses, so I can't read a thing. I'm blind as a bat. I'm sorry.
Do you have things that need to be read?
No, I'm probably nothing that you don't also have. So whatever you have, go ahead.
After following that elegant segue.
Sorry.
There were a couple things in the news this week that were of particular interest. The American Medical Association voted yesterday, and that would be yesterday, to oppose bans on gay marriage and to oppose the ban on out gay personnel in the military. According to the AMA, which is the nation's largest collective of doctors, both bans promote health disparities. People who are not married are less likely to have health insurance and more likely to suffer sickness and die younger. And the AMA Council report presented at the meeting said that gay couples in many U.S. states could not marry and were not eligible for tax breaks, spousal benefits, and Social Security survivor benefits, all disparities which could arguably put health at risk. Delegates also cited health issues around the ban on openly gay military personnel. The ban means gays and lesbians can serve in the armed forces but must not reveal their sexual orientation to colleagues, including medical professionals. The Associated Press reports that doctors who pushed for opposition to the gay ban said it had a chilling effect on communication between gays and their doctors.
Sure.
Now, that's interesting. The sort of the tack on health insurance,
right?
Because that pulls at purse strings, not just at the individual level, but at the state level.
Oh yeah.
Because if people aren't covered by private insurance, the state picks up that tab. That means everybody else picks it up too.
Right. Oh yeah.
And that's a compelling reason for people to stop pushing for this. It's stupid on many levels.
Yes, we had one caller one night point out that I think it was one night we had Ron Suresh on. He was talking about the roughly 1,100 federal benefits that are denied to same-sex couples that are granted to opposite-sex married couples, and they boil down to a lot of financial problems.
Right.